Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. The game of man getting woman does not have an age limit. And I wanted to address that because every now and then I get some young dumbass motherfucker, and yeah, I said young dumbass motherfucker. And yes, I will look some motherfucking young motherfucker in the face and say that shit if they say some dumb things to me. I've done it before. But saying, oh, you don't know what's going on, this stuff and everything, it's the game. You don't know how these women are out here. Based on what, motherfucker, my age? Well, first of all, people who say that shit, are you with me 24/7? Do you know who I interact with? Hell no. And the age don't mean shit. For one thing, if you think about what's the bottom line of man gets woman? Sex. Sex don't stop with the age. It don't have an age limit. Shit, you got 70-year-old men and women out here getting down. And if anybody really look at let's break down game to its purest element. Is man getting sex. Now, of course, you got some women, shit, that's their game too, if you really get down to it. Yeah, you could say, yeah, they looking for money and all that shit, but they still want that young boy or whoever can get that shit up. They want sex bad. Shit, why you think they wearing what they wear out here, wearing these leggings and all of that shit? It's sex. That's the game itself. It's sex. It's about who's getting what, who got access and all of that. That shit don't change with age. There's some psychological stuff in there that don't change with age either. Even some dumbass motherfuckers, like one of the dumbest statements is when they say, well, they ain't act like during your age. Were you living during that age, motherfucker? Were you alive? Because I'm telling you now, sexually, women ain't any different. Only thing that's changed is some social shit. Women ain't putting up with non-select men like they used to, because they don't have to. Now. They get their own shit now. That's the only real change, but it still come down to who they want to fuck. And psychological, what it take to fuck them. Shit. And you get some young motherfuckers don't know. And, that's part of it while I was thinking about it. Like, you get some young motherfuckers thinking, like, me or even some other older people don't know what's up. Shit. It be some non-select motherfucker. Only motherfucker who can come against anything I say is a player or a pimp. A real player or a pimp. Because the real players and pimps co-sign my shit. Real players and pimps co-sign it because they know what's up. Motherfuckers who actually get pussy co-sign what I say. But, that was, like I was saying, that was just part of it, because I kind of laugh because a buddy of mine, I've known this dude for over 20 years. Over 20 years and shit. On his third wife, had his third son. I think he only got 3, just had a baby. I said, dude, how old are you to be having babies? He's 56. Man, you know how many motherfuckers I know who are older getting with a young woman? Because that's an argument some young dudes say, you don't know how these young women are. How you know? You with me 24/7? I say the majority of women I've dealt with the last 10 years since separating in from my co-parent in 2013. Had a couple, they were older. They were older, but most of them had been in like 20s and 30s. That's because, and you say why? Because, first of all, people gotta understand the game is about getting sex. You just gotta understand women. If you understand a woman's sexual nature, that's all you need. As long as they over the age of 18. That's it. As long as you're over the age of 18, as long as you understand, once you understand a woman's sexual nature, you can always get a woman from 18 to 80. And shit. You look at some of these stars out here, somebody like a Cher, they be getting like some young boys. In fact, that's why you get some cougars, women in their 40s and 50s getting a young boy. They for sex. Or you get some of these teachers who getting some of these young boys for sex. But that shit hasn't changed. Sexual and that social shit has changed. Women ain't putting up with what they used to put up with. They ain't settling for a man like they used to because they got their own money. They don't have to like marry a man for survival the same way. Because that's been the biggest thing now. Yeah, women don't have to do what they used to do. They don't have to go the way they used to go socially. But sexually, now, I haven't seen a change. I haven't seen a change. It's like, I started paying attention back in the 70s when I was little. I haven't seen a change sexually in a woman since then. In fact, I remember when I was 8 years old, first time I saw a vagina. We playing chase. I'm it. I swear this little girl, she pretty much said, she let them go on. She was like, y'all go ahead. We kind of held the game up. I just looked, though, at that time. But shit, when you're looking at a woman sexually, though, man, they ain't changed. And that's all you need to know for the game sexually. Don't worry about the social shit. Yeah, the social, like I said, the social shit has changed. You got social media now. In fact, social media now, really, it should be making it easy for people. Should be making it easy. Because now, shoot, you ain't limited to whatever women in your immediate environment. Hell, and let's be real. You get some women hit you up on some of these platforms. I've met a few women just through like IG or something like that, following me. Let me know what's up. But it still come down to they want to have sex. And that shit don't change. And like I said, though, you know, part of the thing that inspired me was a buddy of mine, 56 years old, father and yet another kid. And I was like, damn, dude. Just had a son a few years ago. Oh, man. Yeah, and I've known some other dudes. I remember this dude, I mentioned him before, worked on my car. One of those shade tree mechanics. Dude, 70 years old, had a 5-year-old son. And the mother of that son was about, she's what, 30? Yeah, she's at least 30 years younger than him. Hell, shout out Alan Roger Curry, may he rest in peace. Remember, his wife was young and he had a son. His wife went even 30 and stuff. He had a son with her. People, in fact, I talked about that on my Patreon. I get deep on my Patreon. Like, one of the things, you get some younger women, they going for older men, not necessarily for money, but they feel like these older men know about sex. Now, you get some women don't like that, but that's only because the man messed with the youngin' and that them. And, you know, you get some guys talking about a woman's, talking about a wall. She hit a wall. Yeah, the vagina still work. Shit. Yeah, they got some cellulite. Breasts is hanging, drooping a little bit more. Got a few more wrinkles. Their vagina still works just fine. In fact, as I said, I dealt with some women in their 20s and 30s the last few years, but some of the best pussy was a couple women in their 60s. Oh, man. Yeah. But they still fucking. Shit, you get some guys, you get some older guys, they macking like crazy in some of these nursing homes. Shit. Some are there. I know of a guy, and he's supposedly 5'2". 5'2". Father ain't got a couple babies. Shit, you got some dudes just fathering children out here, up in their old age and stuff. In fact, I saw that when I was growing up in North Michigan Park. Had a guys a couple houses away and stuff. Had a young wife and shit and a kid. young wife. I was like, and he ain't had money like that. He wasn't about some money or something. Wasn't about some money. We living in the same neighborhood. Had some young professionals and shit, but they were just starting to make money and shit. They were just starting to make money, so it wasn't about money. See, here's the issue with a lot of guys. A lot of guys don't understand sex. It's seriously, that's all it is. Everybody be looking at all this other stuff. But shit, once you understand sex, once you understand sexual nature, you can get a woman whenever. I see you, girl. But yeah, you can always get a woman. You can always get a woman and stuff if you're a man. And it don't stop. Shoot. As long as your dick work. As long as your dick still work, you can get a woman. That's why you got some of these old dudes like fathering children and shit. That's why you got that shit. And it's still the game. It's still the game. It's still man gets woman. That shit don't stop. Anybody think it stopped? Well, see, I'm going to tell you what. The reason why some people think it stopped, they ain't getting none. And they making assumptions. Stupid-ass assumptions. You know, they are dorks. They not getting played like that. So they making an assumption. They making some dumbass assumptions. They not there. They making assumptions how shit were back in the day. Back in the day, if you saw the shadows, you already know. It's like ain't no difference. Women were getting down back then. They would just had to hide this shit. Social media, they just can't hide it like they used to. And really, they not bothering to hide it. That's the only difference. But once you understand a woman's sexual nature, once you understand it, you can always get a woman. Let's put it like that. And that's one thing. They don't understand what women really want. They don't understand their very nature. They don't understand the type of guys they'll fuck. They really don't. Because they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't see it. They don't get what. They don't understand that shit. Once that shit turns on, that shit stays on. Once a woman's sexual nature turns on. They must be about to do something over here. Once a woman's sexual nature turns on, once a man understands it, he can get sex. That's why you got some old heads, they still knocking them down. Either a young girl or women around their age. That's why, because they understand the basic nature. Once you understand a woman's nature, then you know what you need to do. Especially when it relates to you. Because the game of man gets woman is the man gets pussy. Let's be real. Let's be real. That's what men want, sex. And really, it's easy once you understand a woman's nature. Because one part of their nature is they want sex too. Shit, all you have to do is look at them. They ain't wearing these clothes, these leggings, working out crazy because they don't want sex. Trust me, women know how to dress. They know when they showing their breastises or showing their ass or they being friendly. They know what they want. They know what they want. Or these women cheating like crazy. Let's be real, women cheating for sex. They'll say, you know, they get busted, say, oh, he wasn't emotionally there and all this shit. It's like, no, you know, you just wanted some fresh dick. I'll tell a group of women that. They trying all this shit, talking about what they want. They cheating for sex. If they just want emotional support or something, they can get a gay best friend or a cat. Or a gay best friend. If that's all they need, they can talk to somebody. They don't have to. How the fuck? Like, these women, they don't give a fuck. They want some D. And now, shoot, I've had some women admit that shit. They cheated on their husbands or something. Not to me. Like, not cheating with me necessarily, but cheating with, like, some other guy or something. And it's always the same thing. They needed something. They needed something. Shit. It's a sexual thing, and this is women ranging from young to older. Like, you get some younger girls, they'll say they want fun, but then you talk to some of these older women, like, have a conversation. Their desire for sex is always there. Now, invariably, you get some guys saying, oh, they shouldn't want that. Well, you need to look at your own sexual nature. Because if you come off as some prude or something, or you looking like you don't know what to do in a bedroom, or even worse, don't want to be in a bedroom with a woman, Yeah, because you got some motherfuckers like that. That's the real thing. When women looking at them, they ain't giving off that sexual vibe. That's the real thing. You know? And some guys ask how. I'll tell you how right now. You got to be comfortable with sex. You got guys out here, for whatever reason, they ain't comfortable psychologically with sex. They believe in some bullshit like, oh, these women don't want to get down out here, or men get. As soon as you believe some dumbass shit like that, you already lost. Because I always tell the story. I'm on Facebook. This one woman, she asked a question. She asked women, she said, how many of y'all have had 2 men in a day? And I told you, I stopped counting at 100 separate responses. I just kept losing count. That was my 3rd time. What I tell you, I always counted it 3 times. I said 3rd time, I said, you know what, I'm going to stop at 100. And it went way past that. These women talking about how they fucking. These women want to fuck out here. They want to have sex. Once you understand that, shoot, you can get sex the rest of your life and shit. Yeah. That's still early. I can't go by there. I was going to stop by the post office. Something I need to pick up and look at. Well, in case it's too big for my box, I need to go in. So it's still early when I'm recording this. But that's all it is. And that shit don't stop with age. Sex don't stop with an age limit. Sex itself. Once you understand sex itself, that shit don't stop with shit. When you look at somebody getting old or even getting married, because we got rampant cheating out here, that shit don't stop. Shit. That shit does not stop with age or anything. And shit, as a dude get older, been with enough women, he know what to do. Like I said, got a buddy, 3rd wife, 3rd child. Shit. 56 years old, father and a child. Now fuck everybody say, well, you shouldn't be there. Man, hold up. Let's deal in the real world too, man. Fuck everybody who talk about some shoulds, man. Get out that fantasy shit. Especially men. The fantasies are for women. Men deal with reality. And that's a reality. That's a reality. Shit, I knew some guys, they were like cousins to me and stuff. Adult. Mother was like in her 50s, had another child. Shit. Had another child with their father. So some of them had children older than their, that's when you get situations that they'll have children, like they'll get up there, their father or some will have some more children and stuff. Technically the uncle, you know, the nephews and nieces be like younger than the uncle or aunt. And it just is what it is. And it's like, don't get mad about it or don't say should. Get out the word should. We in the real world. Like I said, we in the real world. Some dudes, men and women still getting down. There ain't no age limit to it. And it's sex. Sex don't have something, it don't change. I ain't seen a change in the sexual aspect since the 70s. I ain't seen a change in how women behave, what they do when they want sex. Like I said, I first saw a vagina at 8 years old. She just showed it to me. That was back in the 70s. So it's like, it is what it is, yo. Just deal with it, alright? No age limit. If you think there is, that means you ain't getting there. And just instead of like getting mad, why don't you learn the game? We trying to tell you the motherfucking game, alright? So anyway, though, that's all I got for this morning. That's all I got today. Gotta do some stuff. So anyway, yeah, it's one of my shorter ones, ain't it? Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.